To understand more about digital economy, let us look at from digital trends. So it is commonly called at present now we're living in Industry 4.0 era. What does it mean? Industry 1.0 started in around 1784. It's a mechanization, water power, and steam engine, steam power. That is where industrial started in that era with mechanization and steam powers. The second industry started with in 1870 with mass production, assembly lines, and electricity. Third industry started in around 1969 after that with the computers and automation, and that is information era. Now we are living in Industry 4.0 and digital economy era with the cyber physical systems, the Internet of Things connected with the data and digital intelligence, artificial intelligence. So it is commonly called now we are in Industry 4.0 because it is a trend changing aspect with the digital technologies. There is another way to look at that digital trend. Number of years it took for each product to gain 50 million users. For an airplane to fly 50 million people, it took 68 years. For automobiles, it took 62 years. Telephone, 50 years. Even electricity to be used by 50 million people, it took 46 years because it needs to spread across the world, right? Credit card, 28 years. ATM machines to be used by 50 million users, it took 18 years. And if you fast forward, internet, it took 7 years to get 50 million users. And YouTube, 4 years. Facebook, 3 years. Twitter, 2 years. And Pokemon Go is one of the game which was viral at certain point of time. It took 19 days to get 50 million users. It is just an example of how fast things can be adopted because we're living in the digital economy. Now, let us look at from other aspect here, the data. Volume of data created, captured, copied, or consumed worldwide. By 2021 or this year, let's say we are at around 97 zettabytes, but by 25 it is going to be 180 zettabytes. If you are to put that into different perspective, entire data what is created in the human history is going to be doubled in next 4 years or 3 years from 22 to 25, from 97 zettabytes to 180 zettabytes. That is amazing, right? So where is this data getting created? If you see in the right image, only small portion of that from business data. Remaining data is coming from sensor data because the machines and sensors are capturing the data continuously, and then that data is getting captured. And then remaining data is human data. Human data is what we produce in terms of images, audio, video, and text messages. All those are all human data. So the data is giving you a perspective that how we are in a digital era or digital economy. Now, one other final dimension I want to show you here is application trends. So we used to be in a products consumption. We are going to buy, we're buying products, then it changed into services. Now we are an experience economy. Economy is called experience economy. And the x-axis, you see mainframes, and then desktop apps, then web apps like Chromebooks now. What are they? They're nothing but web apps and a laptop device because everything is stored in the cloud. Edge apps, mobile apps, IoT apps, wearable apps with our smartwatches. And then now we are even hearing or seeing about metaverse apps or Web 3.0 distributed apps. So that is another way to look at where we are, what kind of apps we're consuming from the previous era to now to say that we are in a digital economy era.